Hi guys, welcome back to another toy review, and today we are going to be looking at this beautiful figure. It is the Jurassic World Legacy Collection Extreme Chompin T-Rex, aka Rexy from the original Jurassic Park movie. Now, I love this figure. This was my first Mattel Jurassic Park T-Rex, but the first one I reviewed was the Thrash and Throw, just because I love that figure. I love the Thrash and Throw so much. But this one, overall, I think is better. Not just because this one doesn't have any sounds or anything, but I just think this is better. It's cheaper. I just think this one's a little bit more value for money than the Thrash and Throw. But overall, the Thrash and Throw is my favourite T-Rex figure just because it can do the roar. So anyway, this is the Extreme Chompin T-Rex. As you can see, it's still pretty sizable. So let's take a closer look at that head sculpt. And as usual with Mattel, they've done a fantastic job at getting their toys to look like the Jurassic Park T-Rex. So if you look at that from the front, I know the eyes actually seem to be a little tiny bit off, but that doesn't matter. But yeah, looking at it from the front, that is the Jurassic Park T-Rex. Now I noticed with the original Kenner toys, so the old Jurassic Park toys, they didn't really look like the T-Rex from the front. Like they were a T-Rex, but they weren't like the Jurassic Park T-Rex. Whereas this one, excuse me, this one is the Jurassic Park T-Rex, and I love it. Mattel have done an amazing job with the sculpts on their toys. So yeah, so there's a closer look at that head sculpt. The teeth are very nicely done. No paint bleeding at all on the upper row of teeth. Oh, there's a little bit on that tooth, but that's it. Any on the bottom row of teeth? No, there is literally that one tooth on this side is the only tooth that has a little bit of paint bleeding, but that's it. Other than that, perfect paint job. I like the colours that they went for. So it's like a light browny orangey colour for the base of it. Then we've got a dark brown running along the top. And then a lighter brown, almost creamy colour underneath. Yeah. I like the eyes. As you know, T-Rex did have round pupils, not the slit pupils. Then we're going down the back. This is the button for the action feature, which I think is quite nicely hidden in the sculpt. The breaks in the sculpt are for articulation. We're going to look at her little hands. I love T-Rex's little arms. They look so stupid on something so powerful and big and dangerous, and then it's got little tiny arms. These arms, they're about the same length as human arms. So yeah, in real life. Then we got the giant T-Rex feet, giant bird feet. And then we go down to the tail, which has a lot of nice detailing on the tail. I like the she's got some freaking thick legs on that little tiny bit. And for those of you that are interested in it, there is the scan code for it. I believe the scan code on the T-Rexes is all the same. So this one, the Thrash and Throw, and the Super Colossal, if the Super Colossal has one. I don't have that figure. I have nowhere to put it. But on all of the same coloured T-Rexes, the scan code is all the same, basically. Because when you look in the app, there is only two options for T-Rexes, and that is the brown one and the baby green one, which is one of the Legacy, which is another one of the Legacy Collection figures. That will be reviewed in the future. So, as for articulation on this figure, the head at this part of the neck is on a ball joint. The base of the neck attaching to the body is also on a ball joint. The arms can go around like usual. They can't do the full 360 because the joint stops them, but they can go about that nicely. And they can also go in and out like the new Mattel figures can do. The legs can go all the way around. But they do sort of like soft click into place, and that soft clicking into place provides the best balance, which I quite like. The feet can rotate, so if you are playing with this on an uneven surface or taking pictures of it on an uneven surface, then you can swivel the feet and that will help with balancing. And the tail is also on a ball joint. So yeah, for articulation, this figure is awesome. For a T-Rex figure, this has a lot more articulation than what I was expecting it to have. I mean, I was expecting it to have the arms and the legs, because that's a given with any dinosaur toy. But basically any dinosaur toy. I wasn't really expecting the tail. You do have to attach the tail, so it's quite nice that they've given that the joint. If anything, I was just expecting the head to be able to go up and down like that. I wasn't expecting it to be on a ball joint. It's a bit squeaky, I know. Yeah, squeaky ball joint. So obviously you can now have her, looking at the camera, but her whole body doesn't have to be properly facing the camera, which I quite like. Now the action feature for this is with this button, and it's called Extreme Chomping for a reason. So I have my see there. She's called the Extreme Chompin T-Rex for a reason, and that is the reason. Which I think is a pretty cool gimmick, but the tongue's a bit weird. The tongue is quite nicely done. It's done in a glossy paint, so it's shiny, it looks like it's wet. Same with the insides of the mouth. They're all done in that like glossy pink colour to make it look wet. But I just think the tongue looks a bit stupid sticking out of the bottom of the mouth. If they put it like down there or something, I think it looks better down there. So it's still stuck up a little bit, but it's not stuck up as much. But just having it stick out directly in the middle just looks a bit stupid. They are releasing a Legacy Collection Extreme Chompin Spinosaurus from Jurassic Park 3. It's going to have the exact same gimmick, probably the exact same articulation, except the Spinosaurus is going to be bigger, because obviously in the film the Spinosaurus is a lot bigger than the T-Rex. And all of the Legacy figures are going to be made to scale with one another, I think. Like all of the Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom figures are going to be made to scale for one another, apart from the Super Colossal T-Rex, that one isn't. And then all of the Legacy figures are individually going to be made to scale to one another. That's what I've heard. I'm not sure if it's true, but that's what I've heard. But yeah, the Spinosaurus is going to be in scale with this T-Rex, not the Thrash and Throw or the Super Colossal. The Legacy Spinosaurus will be made to scale with the Legacy T-Rex. Well, yeah, that's about all I can really say about this figure. Let's have we'll bring in the other figures that I usually use for size comparisons. So we'll move her back there. There we go. So here she is with the World of Nintendo Fox McCloud figure. As usual with most of my figures, they tower above this one. Here she is with the Funtime Freddy from the Funko sister location line. As you see, she also kind of towers above him. And finally, Figma Kuritsugu. They're about the same. Yeah, Kuritsugu's slightly shorter, but yeah, she's basically the correct height to do a How to Train Your Dragon moment with figures. There. Let's put you back over there. Bring you into the center. There we go. You're back a bit. There. So, that was my review of the Jurassic World Legacy Collection Extreme Chompin T-Rex. That is a mouthful. Thank you very much for watching, guys, and I will see you all in the next video, whatever that'll be. Bye!